Welcome to another edition of Big O's Top 20 Countdown. This week, we're counting down the top 20 smooth jazz songs, and we have our guest, Andrew Stewart. Yeah, you guys. And you guys, I'm so glad we made it to our 240th episode, baby. We doing it big, y'all. You guys, let's get on the number 20 song. The number 20 song is one of my absolute favorites on this countdown. It's by Boney James and features Winslow. I'm sorry, Dante Winslow. This song is called "Bringing It Back." Let's get into it. Boney James featuring Dante Winslow, "Bring It Back" on Big O's Top 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah, yeah, you guys. That was the number 19 song, Paul Brown with "Secret Sauce," and we're talking to our guest Andrew Stewart. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. It's an honor to be here with you.
Tell my listeners about yourself.
I'm a poet based out here in Colorado. I've got one book out right now, and kind of currently building up my frequency and the number of spoken word events that I do.
Wow. Like what kind of spoken words events do you do?
So they're mostly just open mic nights. There are a few different ones that I do. There's the virtual one that I do that you were a part of as well. Those put it in the chat. I enjoy those. But mostly it's just like little bars or, my friend Midnight, he hosts every Tuesday at this little place. And it's been really cool going there and just doing those shows, seeing everybody kind of come out to do their thing.
Wow, wow. How long have you been doing poetry?
Um, I would say I've been doing poetry all my life. I've only really been sharing it and kind of putting my stuff out there within like the last, I would say probably 2 to 3 years though.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, what took you so long to share it?
I guess I never really actually viewed it as poetry. For me at first, it was just that's kind of like how I process my feelings and my thoughts and stuff like that. And it kind of took me being in a creative writing class and actually being forced to share some of the stuff that I was writing that it kind of led me to see, oh, people are actually kind of viewing this a certain way. And, you know, I guess it kind of showed me I have that gift from God where I'm able to kind of put words to feelings in a way that people can relate to. And it was really cool just kind of being able to then get the courage to start sharing, to see that continued ripple effect, how, just articulating my feelings and what my personal experience is and what I'm going through into words that people can read and relate to. It's mutually beneficial. And like, even though everybody's different, even though everybody's story, everybody's situation, and everybody's circumstance is all different, I feel that if you do a good enough job describing the feeling,
Mhm.
everybody has felt that feeling at some point in their life. It may have been a different circumstance that led up to them feeling that feeling, but
Mhm.
it's the same feeling. And if you can articulate that and if you can do a good job of just putting what you're feeling into words, I really think that people resonate with it.
That's true. That's so true. That's true. You guys want to talk more to our guest, Andrew Stewart. Let's get back in this countdown. The number 18 song comes from Tony Sanders. This song is called Highway 5. Let's get into it. Tony Sanders, Highway 5, number 18 on Big O's Smooth Jazz Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was a number 17 song. Quentin Gerald, well, W, featuring Michael Browns. That song was called Broken Promises. You say you have one book out right now, Andrew?
That's correct. Yeah, just one book right now. Sorry, say that one more time.
What's the name of the book?
It's called Yes, You Are Beautiful.
What was the inspiration behind that? I want to know because I've read the book and it's really uplifting, really great. Tell me, what was the inspiration?
Well, thank you for saying that. First of all, I appreciate that. I would say that really it was my uplifting effort. I wanted to kind of take what I had written because I feel like when you go so long writing negative stuff and you kind of just write stuff to process the hard things that you're dealing with and some of the more uncomfortable feelings and you're just processing those rough situations. I feel like after a while you kind of gain an actual sense of confidence in yourself, because you get knocked down and it sucks to get knocked down, but you get back up. You get knocked down again and it sucks again, but you get back up again. And after so many times in that cycle, you just kind of gain this confidence in yourself of like, hey, I could make it through it. I think you could make it through it too. So that's kind of how I started to write. I started to write in a lot of like, you have the power to do it. You can make it through what you're going through. Don't, be too hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up, because at the end of the day, we're all just human beings and we're here to grow. We're not here to be perfect. We're here to have a human experience. So just experience it. And so I felt like that book was really my effort to capture the small few pieces that I had done with that energy behind it. I also did some love poems in there,
Hmm.
no poems in there. Just kind of, I wanted to give a little bit of me in a book.
Okay. Okay. So you, man, how long did it take you to write the book?
So the actual writing of the book didn't take too long, because instead of like sitting down going, okay, write a book and like start just typing words out on the screen, I decided I was just going to take things that I'd already done and then put them together and then kind of put it out as like, this is my collection. So I just went through and I picked out, I think, I can't remember if I had 15 or 20 poems in there. I think I had 20. Um, but I just picked out the 20 poems that I felt kind of matched the tonality of the book that I was envisioning when I first wanted to do the project. Just selected those 20 pieces from stuff I had already archived and written in the past and just put it out there.
Wow. Is there another book you're working on, or is it, it's just one off? Or
I'm not too sure. I can't say right now that I'm working on anything or that anything is in the process of being made, but I definitely want to stay open to that and keep that idea alive. I definitely have enough content right now that I feel like I could. It's just you get busy with other things in life sometimes.
I understand. I understand. We're going to talk more to our guest, Andrew Stewart. But let's get back into this countdown. The number 16 song, actually, yeah, the number 16 song comes from Lisa Adio. This song is called Perfect Timing. Let's get into it. Perfect Timing by Lisa Adio on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. You guys, that was the number 15 song, Paula Atherton with Ready or Not. Let's jump into the extra song, the first extra song of the week. The first extra song of the week comes from a friend of the show, and also I've done a song with him, you guys. This is brand new single. This is by our good friend, Bo Ryan. This is his new single called Road Life. Let's get into it. Road Life by Bo Ryan on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the awesome Bo Ryan with Road Life. I like that song. It's a bop, as the young people say, or I don't know what the young people say anymore. I'm like, I'm out of touch, brother. We're talking to our guest Andrew. You were supposed to laugh, but you were supposed to laugh, Andrew. Delayed laughter. Okay, I
I
got
laughed a
that.
little. I, I giggled.
I got the
I giggled.
laughter. Um, but Andrew, you said you're a poet. You do open mics. What is one thing that you haven't done that you would really love to do?
Ooh.
Hello?
I actually
Uh-oh.
I'm there. I'm
Uh-oh. You're breaking up, brother. You're
sorry. I'm just
breaking.
thinking. Are you there? Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah, I hear
Ooh,
you.
am I back? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. I think one thing that I've never done that I probably would really like to do is I actually would really, really like to try writing some jokes and maybe doing like a little bit of stand up one night that I do a open mic night event. I think that would be a lot of fun. I don't know. I always have a good time like just goofing off with my friends, making them laugh, and you know I I think even if I go up there and I totally bomb and I just eat it, nobody laughs a single time. I think it would just be a fun kind of cool thing to try out, you know?
Yeah. I think you will seriously like it. I think you'll do good at that. You'll be good at that.
I
But
appreciate
you know
that.
what? I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick.
Oh
I know it's
no.
early. We want to make you do one of your poems, one of your solo poems.
All right. I'll do one of my
Mhm.
solo poems.
Yeah,
Hang on. I just got to get in my notes here real quick.
I understand.
All
Get
right.
into it. Yeah, you guys. In case you guys don't know, he's a really great poet. I actually met him through through put it in the chat. So let's get into it, brother. Let's do it. You ready?
All right. I'm ready. I don't think I've ever shared this piece before ever. So this will
Yeah.
be a special episode 240 poem. All right.
Okay.
All right. Do me a favor, real quick. Think of the last time that you felt fulfilled. Think of the last time a pursuit of passion left you feeling juiced to the gills. Think about the good energy coursing through your veins. Think about the joyous aura others wish that they could obtain. When you were high on that feeling, were you talking shit about those around you? Or were you thankful for the grace of others to leave you better than how they found you? I don't think a true sense of fulfillment leaves much room for menial petty acts. But how many times will a negative comment from others stop us dead in our tracks? We focus on the words, but then we forget where they come from. The bullet is what causes the damage, but what matters is who fired the gun. People only fire off those remarks when they feel like you're a threat to them. So they'll twist the image of who you are until the uncomfortable reality is dead to them. But people being threatened by you shouldn't stop you from being you. The only reason they feel like you're a threat is because you do things that they are unable to do. So wear your confidence like armor. Let your positive mindset be a shield. Use your love to overcome hate because it's the most powerful weapon you wield. And there is nothing better in the world than watching the dust settle from an epic attack, than looking at the frustration in people's eyes as their insults roll right off of your back. Showing people they're powerless to hurt you is the most powerful thing that you can ever do. And someone being threatened by a confident person is just their insecurity shining through. Thank you.
Wow, that was good. Snap, 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 snap. That was awesome. That's brand new.
Yes, sir. Brand new.
Oh, I like that. That was really, really cool.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. I
That was
appreciate that, man.
you are a poet and you know it. You
Hey,
know,
thank
yeah,
you. Thank you.
because they usually say you're a poet and you don't know it, but you're a poet and you know it.
Hey,
Proud of it, brother. Yeah,
thank you,
man. So
man.
are you originally from Colorado? I mean,
I am, yeah. I've moved around the state a little bit, but born and raised, baby.
wow, that is so cool, man. It's interesting that you chose poetry. I think that is awesome.
I appreciate that, man. And like I said, I think it's just always kind of been like that's what I would do just to vent and to like process my feelings. And then I kind of like stumbled into sharing it. And that's how I kind of found out that it was an actual thing and that people could resonate with it, you know?
Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. You guys, we're gonna talk more to our guest, Andrew Stewart. But let's get back in this countdown. The number 14 song comes from Three Style featuring Magdalena Chavoka and Robert Fertile. And this song is called Time to Shine. Let's get into it. Time to Shine on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did 3 in a row for you. Three Style with Time to Shine. Number 13 was They Sonic featuring Laura Benuzzi and Robert Lee with I'll Be the One. And number 12 was Lindsay Webster featuring Randy Brecker with Stay With Me. You guys, it's time to get into the comedy corner. The comedy corner is a new friend to my Facebook page. It's also on my TikTok page. His name is Aaron Chase. He's a very, very funny comic. Let's get into it. The comedy of Aaron Chase on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did. That was a very, very funny Andrew Chase. And we're talking to our guest, a very prolific Andrew Stewart, whom I met. I think how long ago did we meet on put in the chat?
It's got to be a few months ago now, right?
Yeah, and and we also did a poem together. We're gonna do that poem a little bit later. I'm gonna save
Sure.
it for you. I'm gonna give you guys a treat. We ain't gonna do it right now. We're gonna make you wait a little bit. You know, you said you would like to do comedy. You would like to. You're a poet. What other things are you doing right now?
Um, I'm doing a lot of cooking actually.
Mm,
I
okay.
I really like to cook. That's probably my other big like hobby. That's just something I really enjoy doing. I like it. Doing a lot of exercising as well. That's something I've been finding a lot of value in lately. Just kind of like for a mental health boost, as well as like giving myself goals and something to work towards. And just give me some dedication and kind of keep some motivation in my life to just keep pushing and kind of keep growing in that area.
All
Um,
right.
what's that?
I said, all right now. I said, all. You didn't hear me? I said, all right now.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
I
um,
was saying, okay, you know what? When somebody says "all right now," that means they're. It's just like saying "Amen, brother." Like you go to church, they say
yes,
"Amen,
sir.
brother." Yeah. So when I say
Hey,
"all right,"
okay, I appreciate that.
yeah. You
Um,
stop like am I supposed to go on? Yes, you're supposed to go on, man. Go.
I'm sorry, I'm nervous. This is my first podcast.
It's all right,
No,
man. Wow, this is. I feel honored. I'm your first.
hey, I appreciate that, man. Um,
Keep on going.
never had a man be my first.
Uh
No,
oh.
I
Uh oh. Oh.
whoa, oh.
It's coming out. I didn't mean for that to come out. Uh-oh.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
gosh. Uh-oh. No, I like to do the cooking. I like to work out. I'm an avid pool player. I like to shoot pool a lot. I've gotten pretty good with that lately. So yeah, man, I don't know. I'm just kind of diving into my hobbies, I guess, these days.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, I was gonna save these questions for later, but let's do it right now. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Ooh, the next 5 years.
Mhm.
Usually I kind of give myself like a year plan, and like I give myself certain accomplishments and certain goals that I want to do for a year. And I would have to imagine that where I would want to see myself in 5 years from now is where myself 5 years ago would want to see myself now today, if that
Mm,
made sense.
yeah.
Um, I want to keep doing what I'm doing now, but I just want to keep getting better at everything I'm doing. I
Mm,
want to I want to be doing the work that I enjoy doing. I want to be sharing my content and just sharing who I am with more people so that I can get, more people kind of on board with this art form and, kind of maybe be inspired to share that kind of stuff themselves. I want to keep reaching higher and better fitness goals. I want to keep expanding in my cooking and doing different things in that area. I just want to keep getting better, man. I just want to keep going and keep growing, and that's really all we can do. I don't want to ever set a goal for myself that'll be like, all right, I'm here, I'm done, I can settle. Like I don't want it to be that. I want to keep going. I want to continuously evolve and to get better and just keep going. I don't see the point in growing stagnant and kind of limiting myself and being stuck to one area of life when I could just keep going. So I want to keep
yeah.
keep on with the challenges.
Mhm. That's awesome. You guys, we're gonna talk more to our guest, Andrew Stewart, and get ready because we're getting ready to do our poem. So get it up, get it queued up. We're gonna go into the number 11 song, which comes from Niels. This song is called 9 to 5. Let's get into it. 9 to 5 by Niels, number 11 on Big Old Step 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did the number 10 song was by the Jazz Funk Soul. That song was called Hustle. It's time to get into the second extra song of the week by another good friend of the show. He was on the show this season. It was like 4 or 5 episodes ago, or maybe even more. But this is his new single. This song is called Young by Young Sun. This song is called Arrive. Let's get into it. The second extra song of the week by Young Sun. This is brand new song, Arrived, on Big Ol' Stop 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was Young Sun, the extra song of the week. The song is called Arrived. Oh, you guys, man. You guys, have you made? Do you believe it? We made it to November 18th. This is a week before Thanksgiving. Do you believe it, brother? Time is going by fast,
It's
isn't it?
crazy. It's going by super fast. I'm excited for the holidays.
Me too. Me too, man. What are your plans for the holidays?
Um, I don't know that I've made too many plans. I know this next weekend I'm planning on doing like a family game night. Pretty excited for that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Uh, and then probably Thanksgiving. I'm just gonna try to just bounce in between as many gatherings as I can. You know, I got some friends doing friendsgivings. I've got my family, my mom and my dad's side doing their different things. So I'm excited for that. It's gonna be first Thanksgiving after some families pass, so it'll be a little bit different, but I think it'll be good just to kind of get together and still be with each other, you know?
I understand that. I understand that. Turn on your light a little bit so I can't see you. Turn on your car light. I can barely see you. Yeah.
That
Because
better?
now, brother, it's
Hey,
that time, brother. Let's
yeah,
do it. Guys. Recently we collaborated on a poem called Poetic Conversations on High Street.
that's
Um, I,
right.
if you guys have read my books before, I did this on my second book. This is actually the third poetic conversations on High Street. I always do it with other poets, and I came up with this because I was like, man, I was reading this poetry and I read this book. I said, you know what? Let's do a poem together, and it's doing really well. I think wasn't it printed? I told you it was printed somewhere. I forgot where it was printed, but
It sure was. It
but
was printed, it was accepted into the National Poetry Association. We got it blown up, man, all because of you, and I'm appreciative for that.
I think it's all because of you. You're talented as
Hey,
well.
thank you, man.
Um, but you guys, also it's going to be in my book that's coming out in January. You guys go get it. It's going to be called 18 Poems from the Heart. So let's read the poem. You ready? It's called
I'm
Poetic
ready for it.
on High Street. Uh, I guess I got to start it. I got to start it off.
Yes, sir.
All right. Reading life as it beautifully comes, marching to the tune of life's rhythmic drum. This is
Even
your
the
part.
bad day holds something good. Every defeat holds a hidden victory. Every lesson has a hidden gift for me.
It's all about learning to love life. It isn't always going to be a fun time, but you need to be in the rain. Go ahead.
Before you appreciate the sunshine, I vow to keep learning, to keep growing every day.
To smell the sweetness of life's bouquet, to take each day as it comes under the hot sun.
So live your life to be you. I'm going to live my life to be me. Breaking the chains is what I do, and we all deserve to be free.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that was a poem that we did together. Hope y'all liked it. Snaps up for that. Snaps up for that. Snaps up for that. Yeah. Um, you done poetry. You're doing a lot, brother. I already asked you what you're gonna do. Would you see yourself in 5 years? What advice would you give someone who wants to do what you're doing?
Um, just honestly, I'm gonna pull a Nike here. I'm gonna say just do it. Like just get the reps in, you know. Do the open mic nights, do the shows. Don't be afraid to put a book out and get in your head thinking it needs to be perfect. Just put it out there. Like I can't tell you how many mistakes I found in my first book after I put it out there that I wanted to go back and correct and that I would have spent time fixating on if I didn't just do it. You got to just do it. Doing all the shows, doing all the open mic nights. Not only is it good to get that skill of talking in front of other people and to get that ability to just communicate your feelings with others and to perform, it's going to be good for you as well because you're going to have a lot of people resonate with what you're saying and they're going to come up to you and tell you how good it made them feel to have what they were feeling articulated in a beautiful way. So you just got to go do it. You just got to go share. Like, in a sense, you got to go give people those good moments. You know, there are a lot of people going through hard things. If you've gone through hard things and you have that gift where you're able to talk your way through them and do it in a way that's therapeutic and helpful to others, don't be afraid to go out and share that. The less that you share that, the more that you rob them of an opportunity to better themselves and to find themselves in a better situation in life. If it helped you, it'll help others. So you just got to go and get the reps in and just go share. Just go do it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But you guys, let's get back in this countdown. The number 9 song comes from Jazz Holdouts. This song is called Working. Let's get into it. Jazz Holdouts Working on Big O's Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did 3 in a row for you. We did Jazz Holdouts was Working. Number 8 was Markel Jordan featuring Brian Culberson with Sisters. Number 7 was Lamech with Co-Motion. Now it's time to get to the independent song of the week. You guys know this. I cannot have a countdown without at least one of my songs on here. And so, you guys, this is the independent song of the week, which is this is by me, my latest single called Commune With You. I want to say thank you so much for backing this song and for really loving this song and for really supporting this song. Let's get into it. The independent song of the week, Pastor O with Commune With You on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was that was an independent song, Pastor O with Commune With You. We're talking to our guest, Andrew Stewart. Mr. Stewart, how old are you? I'm gonna get in your business. Let me get you started. I'm gonna get started in your business.
All right. I am 25.
Wow, you're young.
I am young.
You've been doing it for a long. You said you've been doing it for a long time. You've been writing poetry for a long time.
Yeah, I've actually been able to find some like journals and notes back from like 6th or 7th grade that had me just writing little poems and little things kind of just to get my feelings out.
Wow. And do you have any shows coming up?
Yeah, I think my next show is gonna be this coming Tuesday. It's gonna be at the Ultra Flat Black Gallery here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. It's just an open mic night. My friend Midnight is hosting. Check out Midnight on Instagram, Midnight Poet. He's always hosting cool shows, and it's really cool that I'm able to be a part of that one. So that'll be my next upcoming shows on Tuesday.
Wow, that's awesome. You're doing a lot, man. You're doing a lot for somebody so young, man. How do you stay so focused?
Um, I kind of lately have cut out a lot of distractions, I think. I went through a lot of like hard stuff at the beginning of the year, and it kind of showed me that I was just putting my time and like a lot of my energy in just places that weren't fruitful and weren't good for me. So I try to stay pretty disciplined now, like I don't really spend much time like watching TV or movies or playing video games. I do indulge every now and then because you need that balance, but generally speaking, I would say most of my time is just spent at work, in the gym, in the kitchen, or trying to do stuff like this and promote art and just do cool stuff like that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We're going to talk more to our guests, and we're going to get in this business next. But you guys, let's get back in this countdown. The number 6 song comes from Nick Coleon with "Step to This" on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Solar from Soul Drink. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 5 song, Mindy Abar with "Nothing Ever Hurt Like You." That's really true. But let's get into the old school gem of the week by the Birthday Man. It's one of my favorites. Mike Jones. It's his birthday today, so we're gonna this is one of my favorite songs by him. Back then they didn't want me. Now they're hot. Now I'm hot. They all on me. The song is called Back Then. Let's get into it. Old school gem of the week. Mike Jones. Back then on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the old school gem of the week, Mike Jones, back then. And we're talking to our guest, Andrew Stewart. Now it's time getting your business, brother. I know you're gonna be, I know it's a nerve quick. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
I'm nervous. I'm
Um,
nervous.
what's your love life look like, brother?
uh pretty non-existent at the moment. I went through a breakup earlier this year in around February. And that kind of hit me pretty hard. So since then, that's kind of been a lot of the motivation where I've just kind of been focusing on myself, diving into my hobbies, and just trying to be a little bit more disciplined, more motivated with my personal goals.
I understand. I understand. Say something else. Say, but just give a final thought before we go into the last three songs.
Um, if you're hearing this, I love you. I appreciate you. I hope things in your life start looking better. And if they're looking good right now, I hope they stay that way. Keep putting love out into the universe and it'll return back to you. Okay, beautiful people. Thank you.
All
Peace
right.
out.
All right, not yet. You ain't going yet. We still got
Oh,
a
I
few.
ain't gone. Okay. Oh, my bad.
We still got to get you some more talking.
All
But you
right.
got number four song. Number four song is by Will Donato with Good on You. Let's get into it. Number four, Will Donato with Good on You on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. You guys, that was the awesome. We did three in a row for you. We did Will Donato with Good on You, number four. Number three was Gerald Albright with Eddie's Groove. And number two was Carol Albert with whatever, Shift. That's sad when I can't even say the name. But you guys,
Hey,
let's
A
get
for effort.
yeah. But you guys, let's get to the number one song. The number one song comes from Adam Hawley featuring Vincent Ingala. This song is called Let's Get Down Tonight. Let's get into it. Let's get down tonight. The number one song on Big O's Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number one song. Adam Hawley featuring Vincent Gala. Let's get down tonight. Before I tell everybody, ask you to give your contact information, Andrew, you looked at me like I was kind of crazy when I said when I referenced Soul Train. You're too young to know that.
No. Oh my gosh.
Go look it up on YouTube. They still have some episodes. But you guys, Adam, tell everybody. I'm sorry, Adam. I'm sorry, my fault. Andrew. See, I'm starting to get like my great grandmother. She was always calling everybody else's name. But Andrew, tell everybody, give everybody your contact information.
So right now, I think the only social media page that I really have up and operating is my Instagram. You can find me at andrew.311.stewart. My book is available on Amazon. It's called Yes, You Are Beautiful. If you just search that up, I should be shows up. Yeah, come show me some love. I'd love to follow people back and just check out what y'all are up to as well.
I'll at your boy,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You guys, I want to say thank you to our guest, Andrew Stewart. Appreciate you, man. And I want to say thank you to everyone who's been listening to this show. This is our 240th show. I can't believe it. 7 seasons, man. We've made it. We did it. I want to say thank you to every listener, to everybody who's podcasting, who's carrying this podcast. Small Motion Radio, the Block FM, Google Podcast, Spotify, everybody. Thank you. And also, we recently reunited with Kill Radio. Thank you to them for carrying me back again. And you guys, the thought for the week: if you never give up, everything will be all right. But you guys, let's get into the gospel song of the week, which comes from one of my favorites. They actually played this when I did a performance back in October. And it reminds me how much I love the song. This is by God's Property featuring Salt from Salt and Pepper. This song is called Stomp. Let's get into it. Stomp the remix by God's Property. May God bless you and may God keep you until we meet again. And that's the end of the show.